The American Frontier, a saga of settlement, conflict, and transformation. The old photographs referenced in the introduction capture a bygone era. The American Frontier, a period of westward expansion marked by both struggle and progress. Following the Civil War's conclusion in 1865, the completion of transcontinental railroads opened up vast swaths of the West for settlement and economic development. A defining chapter, the frontier and the American identity. Historians generally define the archetypal Old West period as spanning from the Civil War's end to 1890, when the U.S. Census Bureau declared the frontier closed. Frontier theorist Frederick Jackson Turner argued that this westward push wasn't just geographical, it was a defining process for American civilization. He saw the frontier as a crucible where a unique composite nationality was forged. Turner envisioned this as a continual process of development, fueled by westward expansion and a spirit of perpetual rebirth. This fluidity, he argued, was central to shaping the American character, fostering traits like individualism, self-reliance, and a sense of optimism. Beyond the myth, a complex story of conquest and coexistence. Turner's ideas sparked generations of exploration into the multifaceted American frontier experience. While the popular image focuses on taming Native American lands west of the Mississippi, the reality was more nuanced. As Hina and Farragher point out, frontier history encompasses the creation and defense of communities, the use of the land, the development of agriculture and commerce, and the formation of states. It's a story of conquest, yes, but also of survival, cultural exchange, and the very foundation of the United States. Land availability, the engine of expansion. Land was the cornerstone of westward movement, as Turner himself emphasized. The promise of starting new farms on free land drew droves of pioneering Americans. Through treaties, military might, and the establishment of law and order, the U.S. expanded westward, transforming the Great Plains. The vast bison herds that once roamed freely were decimated, replaced by cultivated fields of wheat and other crops. The rise of the cattle industry went hand in hand with the railroad's arrival, providing a means to transport cattle to market. The impact on Native American populations. This westward surge had a devastating impact on Native Americans. Despite sporadic victories, they were ultimately overwhelmed by the sheer numbers of settlers and the U.S. military's might. By the 1880s, most were confined to reservations, often on undesirable land. Beyond the stereotypes, cowboys, cities, and a diverse West, the cowboy became a popular symbol of the West, often romanticized as a glamorous, heroic figure. Reality was far harsher. The first cowboys were actually Mexican vaqueros, and black cowboys played a significant role as well. Their life was one of grueling labor, poor living conditions, and economic hardship. Cities played a crucial role in frontier development. They served as transportation hubs, financial and communication centers, and offered essential services and entertainment. The arrival of railroads after 1860 spurred the creation of service towns catering to construction crews, train personnel, and passengers. These transportation links also played a role in the cattle industry, allowing for shorter cattle drives and facilitating the shipment of cattle out west. The West wasn't a homogeneous entity. European immigrants often built communities based on shared ethnicity and religion. Finns settled in Minnesota and Michigan, while Swedes and Norwegians gravitated towards Minnesota and the Dakotas. The Irish found work along the transcontinental railroads, and German Jews established a presence in Portland, Oregon. African Americans were also part of the westward movement, serving as soldiers, cowboys, farmhands, and even outlaws. The Buffalo Soldiers were all-black regiments stationed in numerous western forts. The gold rush drew black settlers to California, and following Reconstruction, many African Americans, known as exodusters, sought a better life in Kansas, establishing settlements like Nicodemus. The end of an era and the birth of a legend. As the frontier closed, the myths of the Wild West took root in American and global popular culture. As David Murdoch observed, America has a unique distinction, choosing a specific time and place from its history and transforming it into a powerful national narrative. The American West continues to capture our imagination, a testament to the enduring legacy of this transformative period in U.S. history.